Hi, tribe. It has been a while since I have been on here live. Let me find some good light. That's better. Okay, real quick, I just want to tell you what has been going on with my health. It's a little bit why I haven't been on here live in a while. I have been trying to get diagnosed for three things. Extreme brain fog, fatigue, that's so bad some days that I can't get out of bed, and pain all over my body. It sounds a lot like fibro, if you know anything about that. I had a round of tests run with my primary care doctor, and she said I was perfectly healthy, which was frustrating, especially since I got off my favorite things, Progestins Plus and Suberbe, in order to have those blood tests. And I was terrible feeling the day they took that blood, like in a deep, dark, depressed, hormone hole. And so it relit my fire for helping other women because I felt horrible, and the blood test said I was perfectly healthy. Everything was in range. No friends, you do not have to feel bad. Like, it has lit my fire for sure on helping women with hormones, with Progestins Plus and Suberbe and other things. But let us talk about this. Like, I haven't been diagnosed with anything. There is no official test for fibro, though Dr. Purser, who made Progestins Plus, has a real good handle on it and has found an actual gene mutation and something in your blood that you can test for. So I'm actually talking to him week after next on Zoom. How cool, huh? I can see Dr. Purser, the man who made Progestins Plus and formulated Master Formula for us, on Zoom. So I will share more about that in my health journey, but I just wanted to tell you this. Sulfurzyme. Okay, we talk about it in the tribe for hair, skin, and nails, right? I regrew hair after I had a baby and it was all falling out. Sulfurzyme. Like, Ninja Red is the first time my hairdresser noticed new hair growth in my hair. Then when I added Sulfurzyme too, she was like, whoa, buddy, like, what are we doing? So I haven't always let it be in the budget because it's just for, I thought it was just for making me pretty. Well, I did some research when we were doing the red drink challenge a while back, and it has so much more. That's not its purpose at all. It is about detoxing your organs and getting rid of stuff that's going, like, floating around bad in your body. Okay, so tons and tons and tons of people are using Sulfurzyme, which is MSM, which is sulfur, not sulfa. If you're allergic to sulfa drugs, you're still good because sulfur is not sulfa. And sulfur, MSM, it naturally occurs in your body in lots of foods that you eat. Like, it is one of the building blocks for growing healthy cells, hence the hair, skin, nails, and all the stuff. I just recently restarted it. Also some other products that's making my hair really big and kind of fun today. But let's talk about Sulfurzyme. I recently added it back in because of those body aches that I had been experiencing, okay? The very first day I added it in, I noticed a difference, but I have only ever let myself take 2. It says 2 in the morning, 2 in the evening, but I was always like rationing, budget, So even when I was growing awesome hair, I was only taking 2. So if that's all you want it for, you would be able to make this last forever because it's 300 capsules. That's like 150 days. Okay. But I saw some friends in a leader group that I'm in with Young Living talking about how they take like 10 or 15 or 20 yesterday a day. And I was just like, we're seriously not doing that for our hair, right? So I messaged one of them because she's my friend, and she was like, no, girl, for body aches and pains. She was like, I will send you over some digital books I have about MSM and how you can take far more than what's on the label. Like, on the label is for like maintaining healthy organs, like, because this detoxes liver and helps all kinds of internal organ issues, right? But she is talking about, she starts out with 2 and then takes 2 more and then takes 2 more until she feels good, until body pain is gone. And there was a lady in there who's a naturopath, and she was like, I have my clients taking up to 20 a day. Basically, the cutoff is if you start to have runny, you know what. So this morning, I'm like, okay, let's try it out. So I started with 4 first thing this morning. About an hour later, I was like, hey, I feel pretty good. Not great, but wow. Okay, 2 more. At 6 just now, I was like, wow. And I have to say, today was a day that I woke up feeling like, oh, yesterday was a good day, and I way overdid it, including carrying my toddler around in the park, which was not a good plan in retrospect, but I woke up like a train hit me this morning. Okay, so I took the next 2 that got me to 6 and then waited like an hour, and I was like, hey, that's a lot better. But let me like move my body around. Nope, still got pain. Like I am experimenting. So I am up to 8 right now, and I will let you know how it goes with that. But that is just so exciting to me and makes me feel so free that whether I ever get officially diagnosed with fibro, I mean, there is a plan, an eating plan, and some supplements that Dr. Purser does for that. So even if that's the case, like there's hope and something I can do, and I will point you guys to that resource. But even if it's not that, if it's one of the other million things, like he's also going to help me with hormones, because thyroid can cause all of those 3 things. Even though my panel was normal, those of you who know anything about thyroid know that thyroid things don't always show up on the normal panel. So I would think he would start me like on Thiramine and Progestins Plus and maybe some other things. I'm already using Progestins Plus. Or there's a chance that it could be mold. Y'all, I did my Zyto and it was like out of control on the scan for mold and mycotoxins. So that's the toxins mold puts off. So I go and research, and that's like, yeah, it causes brain fog and fatigue and muscle aches, and maybe I need to figure that out. Like I am going through the process of elimination since, you know, Western meds have failed me, Western doctors yet again, and said, there's nothing wrong with you. You're fine. I asked her, what if it's fibro? Like it could be like the pain points on my body line up with the fibro points. And she's like, oh yeah, we don't really talk about fibro because there's no official test for that. And most doctors don't even believe it exists. You're probably not going to find a doctor who's going to want to talk to you about that. She said, why don't you go find a functional medicine doctor? They're more prone to handling things like that. And like, ushered me out the door. I'm like, yeah, yet again, Western doctors, you remind me why I do what I do. So I am on the path to figure out what's wrong with me, and a solution, lifestyle solution. I'm sure there'll be diet and supplements and all kinds of things, but I wanted to share this new revelation about Sulfurzyme. Okay, so I'm already at 8. I feel pain in my shoulders now as I'm holding this phone up, but I think that's just from carrying the toddler through the park, which was dumb. Let's just say I should have brought the stroller. But we will test it out over the next few days for just the general body aches. By the way, if you follow my stories, I am committing to drinking a gallon of water a day, and that has greatly improved my energy. I also added in omega J's, and the water and the omega J's are helping with the brain fog. I've been much more productive and able to get work done the last few days. So I am working on the body aches, and I will let you guys know where we land on how many Sulfurzyme a day ends up being the right amount for you or for me. And then you feel free to experiment. What is on the label is just for general taking care of your organs. Apparently you can use as much as you want until your poo starts to run. I'm just gonna be blunt. You guys that know me know I'm not afraid to talk about the poo. Okay, I gotta go. Thank you guys for watching. Tag a friend who this might help. Bye, friends.